jumping on here. He got a I don't know, man. He must have a government issue phone.
All right, we back in here. Is that better?
Yeah, man. What you got a government issue phone, bro?
I think I had my case on it, so I think the case was making or so I took the case off of it, man.
Yeah, you got a flip phone? You still got a flip phone?
Yeah, I got that flip phone,
You still got a BlackBerry, huh?
Oh man, I never actually had a BlackBerry, man. I went from I think the last phone that I had before I got a smartphone was a Razor. Remember the Razors?
Yeah. I used to love my Razor, so I can't clown a Razor. So
Yeah.
all right, let's jump into it. M. said that's better, man.
Okay, cool.
You got it now. So really, again, we wanted to jump on live. We're gonna try to make it a point to connect with everybody once a week at least, man. We pretty busy guys, and honestly, we not, this social media thing ain't really our thing. We do it because we have to. We're all about the stock market, man, and that's where we eat, sleep, and breathe, and that's what our program is, man. But we want to connect with everybody, get a chance to answer questions live and talk with y'all live and kind of tell you a little bit about us and all that good stuff, man. So we're gonna pick some different topics each week and check in with y'all, man. So definitely stay tuned. But again, my name is Courtney. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. One of the coaches here, and Kev, you kind of cut out while you were introducing, so I'll let you jump in there.
Yeah, yes, Kev and Kevin Tennyson out in San Antonio. Spent most of my life in California, but been out in San Antonio for almost 4 years now, man. So now it's home, and yeah, like Courtney said, man, we just really enjoy the stock market stuff, and really are making it a point to connect with as many people as possible. So we want to jump on live and see if we can answer questions and really just talk to the people, man. So excited to get on this, man.
Yeah. I see you had to get your Fresno State jersey in the background. I see that, man.
Got the office, got to show it off, man. I had changed the view, so I don't get to show this angle very much, man. I usually got the TV in the background.
Yeah, it's not Pac-12, but it'll work.
Hey, we had the number one draft pick when I was there, so they wasn't trying to play us, man. That's back when we was going out to Ohio State and all them other schools, man. The Pac-12 didn't want none of us. They was trying to send us out. They wanted to send us farther away, man. They didn't want to see us.
I hear you. All right, man, let's jump into it. So if anybody from the audience has questions, feel free to type your questions out down below. I don't know if you can fit 3 people on this live or not, but hey, you want to join in and jump on with us, man, we'll talk with y'all. But really, we wanted to go through just some questions that we get all the time. We talk to like a ton of people every day. Like that's what we do, that show interest in our program, and and we hear a lot of the same questions over and over again. So we just wanted to go through some of those and kind of share, just in case, some of you guys out there might be thinking some of the same questions and get a chance to ask us. So one of the first things that people usually ask is, how much money do I need to start, right? How much money do I need to start trading and investing? What should I start with? That's like probably Kev, I don't know if you agree, that's probably the number one question we get, right?
Yeah, that's everyone's question, man. I don't have enough, or I'm not sure what I need to start. I've been told I need a lot of money to get into the market, like all my kind of questions that they've heard or things people told them about the market in the past. And yeah, it's definitely up there at the top.
Well, so how would you answer that, man? I'll let you take it.
Yeah, I would say you got to start with what you got. It doesn't matter, what you come into the game with. I always tell people you have to start where you are. If you have a lot of money, great. If you don't, that's trying to build money up is part of the process of getting started. So start with whatever you have, whatever you're comfortable with, put into your brokerage account. And then one of the biggest things that we tell people all the time is you have to get into the mindset of paying yourself first. This game is a wealth building game, and if you want to build wealth, you have to take the income you have now and start using that to build wealth. So whatever you're comfortable with, we talk about doing the monthly deposit, the biweekly deposit, and if it's only $5 to start, you got to start with what you have and kind of grow from there and continuously put money towards your goal of building wealth. So that's how I'd answer that, man. You got anything to throw in there?
Yeah, man. That's right on the head. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about the market is people feel like they need a ton of money to get started.
Yeah.
I could understand that because it is a wealth building game. So most people that are in the market have some money, right? Or at least the people that we see. they have money, right? But it is, in this day and age, it is open to everybody. Those days are over where people that are starting out small or don't have a lot of money can't get into it. The knowledge is out there, and the avenues to be able to get into it are out there. You just have to find them. And like Kev said, you got to start where you are and continue to build from there. Most important thing is getting the knowledge, right? And building up from there. Another question we always get, if you have a small account, what should you be doing with your money? Like, I'm starting out small. What can I do? So what you think, Kev?
So with that, man, I say the biggest thing is learn how to be an investor first. That's a big thing, right? If you want to build wealth, the wealthiest people in the world are not day trading, scalping stocks, right? So we want to get out there. We want to find quality companies that are growing, be able to research, make sure you're making sound decisions, but start putting your money towards some things that are going to grow. I also like to focus on dividend paying stocks. That's going to do a couple things for you. One, it's going to start building some residual income just in the form of dividends. But two, it's going to add some security into your account because big institutions are incentivized to stay with dividend paying stocks. So if we are investing in dividend paying stocks, that's going to allow our money to be a little bit more secure. So I would say that's probably the big first thing. Really learn how to be a successful investor, really start building your account. Again, putting that direct deposit and growing your money. And two, one, I didn't say in the previous question that I think is a very important one as well, is get started. Like most people, they put things off because they don't feel like they have the money right now, or they don't think that they can do it, or they don't have the information. The biggest thing is to get started, man. Start putting one foot in front of the other and move on. But that would be my first one, is learn how to become a successful investor.
Yeah, that's key, man. I totally agree. I think biggest thing is getting the knowledge first, the information first, right? You got to learn. A lot of people want to put the cart before the horse, man. They want to get into it. They want to bypass the learning curve. Yeah. And that's just the way life works, man. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time to learn what you're doing first, and the money will come on top of that, right? So the first thing you should be doing is getting the right information and start developing a system around strategies that actually work and get you consistent results and things that you can use over and over again. Like, that is key. That's the first thing you should be doing. And then after that, like Kevin says, start to just learn how to invest, how to put your money to work. Yeah. Before you start, everybody wants to jump in and be a trader. Yeah. They live this lifestyle, get that Lamborghini tomorrow. I got $1,000, but I'm gonna go buy my Lamborghini tomorrow and flip that with actions. Like, everybody has that mindset, and Instagram and social media will do that to you. Yeah. But tell you, reality check, man, it takes time, and you got that time that it takes is a lot of time that you have to learn, right, before you start getting those kind of results. So totally agree. Yeah. All right, next question. How long does it take to start making money in the market? And I got this question today: how much can I expect to make in my first year?
That's a good question, because it all depends. It depends on where you're starting from. So if you got a lot of money and you put the time in and you learn, you can have some great returns. If you're starting with a very little account and you're learning and building from scratch, it may take you a little bit longer. But I like when you get beyond the investing part and you start getting into some of the things we do, like cover calls and being able to generate that 3 to 5% on the monthly basis. It's really, again, depending on how much money you're starting with and what your account looks like, but you can be successful. But it goes back to what you said before. It's all about learning and having a proven system before you jump in and start thinking about, how much am I going to make today? How much am I going to make tomorrow? It's more about, what is my plan to build wealth and continue to kind of build from where you're at. So that's how I'll kind of answer that question. But I don't know if you have anything you want to throw on there.
That's perfect, man. You already know we share the same mindset when it comes to this. And my guy earlier today, he was like, dude, I'm a total beginner. Like, I literally anything. Can I make 6 figures in the market? Like, this, can I expect to make that my first year? And I'm like, is it possible? Yeah. You could possibly do that. Is it likely? No. For your first year, the majority of the year, especially you're brand new, is going to be probably time spent learning, right? That's what it should be. Yeah. And again, the profits will come, but you got to get the information and the knowledge first, man. So I like that, man. You already know. So next thing we always get in terms of questions is what kind of experience do we have? Like, why do we have this program? And, why should we listen to you guys, basically? So not, man. So I'll let you take that one, Kev.
Yeah, man. That's a great question. Why the hell would I listen to y'all? But it's really something that Courtney and I have a passion for. Not only just the market, but wanting to coach people and help people and pass this knowledge along. Because I know it took us a long time, and it was hard to get the knowledge. Right? There's a lot of things out there, and you're not quite sure. Like piecing information together online, this coach, that coach, this guru, and you're not sure what works or what doesn't work. And we did a lot of trial and error. We got over 20 years combined experience. I've been doing this 10 years. Courtney been doing this 10 years. And not just the time, but just the different things that we've tried and put our efforts into, and just years of sending each other screenshots and asking each other questions and taking lumps in the market until we got to a point where we have a proven system. And that's really what it's about. And now that we have a proven system, we just want to share it with people, man. Like we want to people avoid the pitfalls that we went through and having some of them ugly months in the market, man, where you have something that you can focus on. And I think once you have a plan, it makes it a lot easier to get into the market and be successful, because you're not second guessing yourself if something doesn't go the right way, right? There's times where trades aren't going to be 100%, right? But if you lose a trade and then that in the back of your mind is like, I don't even know if this is the right plan, so I got to go find something different. Now you're starting from square zero, ground zero again. So that's what I would kind of say. That's why I think you guys should listen to us when it comes to it, man. Just because we've been through it, man, and we really enjoy doing it.
We've been through the trenches, man. We've been doing this a long time. Yeah. And like you said, over 10 years at this point. So, and then for me, I actually, work-wise, had a history in the financial services, Series 6 and 63, financial license. Yeah. Sold all the products, man, the annuities, the variable life, all that kind of stuff with Prudential for many years. It took a lot of that with me, but learned really the best education was hard knocks, man, the school of hard knocks, getting there and learning. And then obviously we had some coaches and mentors that helped us along the way. Yeah. And I would say for anybody, I don't care what industry you're in, real estate, stock market, you're trying to run your business, having a coach, having a mentor, that's like the best thing you could do. And finding somebody that's been there and done that has experience, that can lead you from experience, that's the best thing you can do. Finding someone that you trust and learning from them, and that will cut down your learning curve and kind of speed up the process for you to get to those goals, man. So that's key. Next question, really popular question that people struggle with. When do I buy and sell? When do I buy and sell? Like, I don't know when to buy, when to sell. So what you thinking?
That's a great question, man. And so there's a lot of different things that you can use. And it depends on what your goal is, right? If I'm long-term investing and I'm pretty much just avoiding all-time highs, right? Or some dips down below that, way below that 200. I think it's in a downward trend. I'm probably going to avoid it until it moves back up. And then other than that, I'm trying to just accumulate shares over time. If I'm trading, then, it really just depends on what I'm looking to get out of it. If it's a volatility trade, I'm looking to hit it on the way up, or it's going down. So I'm going to be looking at a bunch of different things on when to buy and when to sell. And that's where that plan comes in, right? You've got to have a plan in the system so that you know when you want to buy based on what you're seeing in the market and what you're trying to accomplish, right? Like, again, if I'm long-term holding, my buying habits are going to be different than if I'm trading and just looking to hold something for a day or for a few days. So it really just depends, man. I don't have an exact answer on that. Now, there are some different indicators that we use. Like we've been talking about the MACD, RSI, crossovers, different things like that with our moving averages, which all give us some indicators, 1% of days. Like there's a bunch of things that we use, but it all, again, is predicated on what we're doing and what our goal is at the time.
Yeah, I agree. There's different methods for building a position. There's different methods for when you want to get in and get out. And I think from experience-wise, it's just a matter of like what method you like, right? And you're sticking to it. Like there's dollar cost averaging where you're buying same time every month or week or whatever. You can use the moving averages as a point to buy. You can set price points on the way up, right, to add to your position, and setting buy signals that way. So it all kind of depends on where your comfortability is. All of it, as long as you stick to it, are proven methods to work. But whatever your personality, you got to find kind of the strategy that kind of fits your personality. And the main thing is stay consistent with it, right? And you can't like switch it up. Like if I like this thing, stay consistent with that over time, and it'll work for you, right? So that's a good one right there. Next question, right? We get down to the end. Do you guys trade options? Who wants to trade options, and what strategies do we use with options?
Yeah, so yes, we do trade options. The biggest one is cover calls, man. We're big cover call writers. It's probably of our clients, myself included, the favorite trade of what we do in our program, just because it gives us the ability to go in there and generate some guaranteed income from the market. I know on Mondays I'm getting cash from the market. I just know that from years of experience of doing that. Like I know I'll get up on Mondays, I'm bringing in some cash. So that's a great trade. Also, we do trade options when it just comes down to, leaps, buying leaps, 1, 3, 5, 7, volatility, like whatever we're doing, but we do trade options. And it really, again, just comes down to what strategy we're using at the time. Bear call spreads as well, getting into the spread game when the market's falling down. So there's a lot of different option strategies that we use. So we definitely do get an option.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is if we had to label ourselves, we're cover call writers. We like that guaranteed income, man. We take any day out of the market, man. And then the last question of the night that we get a lot, how many hours does it take to start to learn? Like how many hours should you be spending a day learning? And when it comes to what we do, how long in a day are we trading? Like how many hours are you spending trading?
Yeah, so to learn the market, man, you can spend as much time as you want. There's a ton of information out there, but I think the way we do our program, I think if you put in, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, 3-4 times a week, you'll be able to learn our program and get it and be able to do it within a not too long period of time where you actually understand what we're doing. You're able to ask questions and really get a good understanding of it. Now, in terms of what I'm doing in the market, usually I spend the most time just looking at the market. Like I'm always looking at stuff, but in terms of actually trading, I spend maybe 20, 30 minutes on Mondays most of the time. And then if I'm getting in throughout the week, if I see any other opportunities, I might spend 10, 15 minutes executing a trade. But I don't do a lot of actual trading. I do a lot of monitoring and watching and looking at stuff. I'm always sitting in court. I sent you about 3 or 4 stocks today. Like, look at this, look at that. But I only pulled the trigger on one because it's a lot of kind of waiting to see things, or I may see something that's setting up, but it might not actually play out. So I don't spend a lot of time actually trading, but I do spend a lot of time, monitoring the market.
Yeah. I think when it comes to learning, man, I recommend taking it in bits and pieces. Yeah. Like, spending hours and hours trying to learn the content, it can become information overload, especially what we do. We keep it flexible. That's why we call it flex, right? Yeah. We keep everything flexible and really kind of geared towards people that are busy and don't want to be sitting and learning for hours and hours or trading for hours and hours. That's not our style. We're all about time. We want it to be flexible, fit into your schedule, and so you can do other things, right? So I think it's the best way to learn, right, is take it in bits and pieces and digest information and then keep it moving, man. Ask your questions and keep it moving. And when it comes to trading, same thing, keeping it flexible. We done the day trading thing where you're sitting in front of your computer screen all day. You can't even go use the bathroom, man. You got to make sure that stock is going your right way. And this is not the life or the style that we like, man. So, yeah, I totally agree there. But, yeah, that's it right there, man. Shout out to my bro, Ty Cal K9 in the house, man. But we'll take it, man. But, yeah, we just wanted to check in with you guys. We're going to start doing this once a week, checking in with people. And then, we'll pick some different topics each week. And if people have questions, you guys want to connect with us, come see us. If not, it's all good. Good luck doing what you do. So that's it, man. Any last words, Kev?
Nah, man. I think we're off to a good start. I enjoyed this, man. I'm looking forward to continuing this. Like you said, hopefully we start getting some questions, some interaction with the group. I saw some things popping up here. I have no idea what a lot of this stuff is. I gotta learn it. But I see, But no, man, it was
After this call, I'm gonna go find some directions for us. I'm gonna read some directions. So next time we're gonna be ready live. We're gonna know how to work it.
Yeah, man, we got off to a bumpy start, but I think we ended strong, man. So I'm excited to keep this going.
The most important thing you can do is find a filter that works for you, man. Find a filter.
Yeah, yes. I've been Actually, bro, I sunburned my head twice in the past like 2 weeks, bro. So, man, I'm good though. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, man. Well, we'll connect next time. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Thursday.
All right, man. Peace.